So, I mean, what do we expect out of the Saints? Do we expect the Saints to? This is a game the Saints were supposed to win. They weren't supposed to lose. Especially with the veteran quarterback Derek Carr. Of course, he goes down, then Jameis Winston goes in, and then it's a crab legs comes in, and crab legs does what crab leg does what crab legs does. It was almost looking really bad for Green Bay after making a splash in week one. Of course, they lost in week two, but coming and then getting pretty much dominated. Of course, they didn't have Aaron Jones. That was a big thing. The running game was, I wouldn't say it was bad, but you expected more out of the running game when Jordan Love, your quarterback, is your main rusher. That's not exactly what you want. I think that we did see some feistiness out of Jordan Love. Still trying to develop some things as a passer. I think what we're seeing out of Jordan Love is him just being a smart passer as opposed to being this elite passer that has this big arm. He's dotting people up. He's not doing that. But I think that the maturity of Jordan Love to win games, that clutch factor is definitely there. Of course, on the other side, the Saints don't have their full wide. They don't have Kamara. But I do like the fact that Olave is the main focal point, and then Michael Thomas is getting involved as well too. Uh, Send Taysom Hill to waivers. Taysom Hill's just he's overpaid, and he's a roster spot that when it comes down to it, you're paying a guy that much to do what? I'm not saying that Taysom Hill doesn't have any type of value, but for what you're getting off of him and how you're utilizing him, you don't need to use him mainly because you're paying him that much. I think it's one of these situations where Taysom Hill, pick a spot for him. Is he a running back? Is he a tight end? Is he a H back? I think they use him in that light, but I don't think that he should be this involved in the offense when other guys can do exactly what he does as well too. But good comeback win for the Packers. You're talking about scoring all your points in one quarter. I can imagine the locker room in New Orleans, what they're saying, what the coach is saying to the players. You give up 18 points in one quarter, and I'm looking at the drives in the final quarter. You look at the drives in the final quarter. I mean, you got Green Bay comes. Green Bay comes and kicks a field goal. Look at the drives for the Saints. Punt, 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 miss field goal in the game, right? So, I'm sorry, yeah, in the course, where is it? No, yeah, so those are the drives that you have in the fourth quarter. You expect more of the crab legs to come in and to make some better plays, but three and out, three and out on a possession. Two drives on one possession, three and out. Is the defense for Green Bay that good? No, I don't think the defense for Green Bay is that good. I don't think the Green Bay defense did anything too spectacular to stunt them. I think they think this was all on crab legs, just not managing the game well. Saints could have been 3-0 if they just had one sustained drive in that quarter. They played sound football, but they stopped playing after the second half. You got blanked in the second half, and you let up 18 points. You lost 18-0 in the second half. You talk about playing 4 quarters of football. That's what the Saints did not do. Do I expect the Saints to rebound from it? Yeah, I do. I mean, and it all depends on what Derek Carr, what his status is. Is Derek Carr going to be back? And I'm looking at right now, and they say he's going to miss some time, right? So you have to think if Derek Carr is going to miss some time, your next schedule is who you play next is the Buccaneers, the Patriots, and the Texans. All winnable games. Do you trust crab legs? But in those situations, I don't trust crab legs versus the Patriots. I don't trust them versus the Patriots. The Bucs defense is going to be tough. Remember him when he played for the Bucs, 30 for 30. And then you have the Texans defense who's playing tough. And then the Jags defense. You have 4 games where you're playing some tough defenses. And you're gonna have to find depending on when Derek Carr gets back, you're gonna have to find a way to win some of those games. You can't come out of that stretch being 1-3. You got ideally you want to come on that stretch at least 2-2 at worst 2-2, because then you have the Colts, the Bears, and then Vikings and Falcons. You have winnable games. The strength of schedule in the NFC South is not one to be that's not one daunting. At the same time, you have to be able to win these games, and the question is, can you trust crab legs when he goes in the game and he's he pretty much he's shooting bricks. So um, for the Packers, I think that the Packers have to continue to learn how to play 4 quarters of football. You're not going to be able to come back. You have a fair stretch again. You have the Lions, the Raiders, and the Broncos. All like I said, all winnable games. Vikings, all winnable games. NFC North isn't as strong as well either. You have a bunch of winnable games you can win. Throughout the whole season. The midseason stretch, is going to be very important. You want to go into the midseason stretch with momentum, with rhythm. Take this, what you learned from this loss, and then go out there and beat a tough Lions team. If you can go do that, you can set yourself up for more momentum that can carry over to and confidence carry over to when you go out west and play the Raiders and the Broncos. So we're going to see what comes up of it and see what happens. It's a long season, but a good comeback win for the Packers. Saints, we're going to see what happens with Derek Carr.